Yeah, my wonderful people, good morning to you all. Oh, I beg you, I come in peace, no violence. I want peace always. I'm not in the league of people who keep on saying, I don't want peace, I don't want peace, I want trouble. No. Okute daily talk. I always want peace. And I pursue peace. I maintain peace. I beg you, I want to make on I hear this thing where they happen. From the office of so-called former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir Rufai. Make on see how this man they count terrorists and they count IPOB join, telling them that they have to be afraid of new army chief. My dear people, this one is really giving him out, because if somebody like this man, anyway, we know him as an ethnic bigot and also religious bigot at the same time. Not today. When he was a minister of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, what he did in our people, or what he did in the properties of Ndibo in the Federal Capital Territory, where be Abuja, till today, many have never recovered from it. After many years of being the Federal Capital Territory Minister, this man destroyed the business of our people. Now, this man don't come again with another headline, telling Boko Haram and bandits, including Ishwab. And the most painful part of it is that this man had IPOB join. I beg you, how can IPOB be afraid of a new army or new army chief? One, IPOB is not a terrorist organization. Despite the fact that the so-called Fulani government of Nigeria proscribed IPOB. No, IPOB never that. Even the international community as of today have never proscribed IPOB as a terrorist organization. Then why should IPOB be afraid of the new chief of army staff when they are not into terrorism and they are not into banditry? This egwu abakwara n'egwu nchakasị anya ndị Igbo make na wake up in short ka nkwuo nke a n'onu bai. Egwu abakwara na egwu nchakasị anya make na no say man wetin dey happen now. It don't turn to ethnic struggle between the Biafran Republic and the Fulani government of Nigeria. They have come again. Now so the thing they take start 1966. Now so the thing just take start between Gowon and Ojukwu of a blessed memory. Anyway, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and depending on your time zone. I don't come again. My name never changed. I'm Andy Eze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. Very, very important and very, very necessary. Let us go there. Madam Nasir Rufai, a former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir Rufai, has assured that the new chief of army staff, Taoreed Lagbaja, will wipe out terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. Rufai stated this in a Twitter post on Saturday. According to him, Boko Haram terrorist bandits, members of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and other criminal bodies are afraid of Lagbaja. To keep the record straight, and for record purposes, my dear, IPOB, one, have never been proscribed and can never be proscribed. This is a self-determination. They are not into any gun running. They are not into banditry. They are not into kidnapping or whatever. So, naming them in this group now simply means you are trying to justify your action because you are the one that brought this upon the people of Nigeria. 2014-2015, when you people want to remove Goodluck Jonathan by fire by force, you people imported these machineries into our country. Nobody's saying about it. Everybody, all of them in that seat, all of them in that House Rock knows that Nasir Rufai knows what is happening. If not, tell me how the bandit that attacked Kaduna bond train, Kaduna to Abuja bond train, and they said that the so-called president of the Fulani government of Nigeria, which is Muhammadu Buhari, and Nasir Rufai knows what they want. What did they want? Sheikh Gumi also have made this statement one time, if I'm not forgetting, indicting Nasir Rufai of knowing exactly what the bandits wants. That is imported machineries they import to come and help them rig the election of the Goodluck Jonathan. Now you are coming out now to add IPOB into it to make your statement so that people will listen and applaud you. Ketekpa gbogbukwu Ketekpa gbowago onu. In short, ketekpa gbolisega akpa amu. Onyara. Rufai said this in a Twitter post on Saturday. According to him, Boko Haram terrorist bandit members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and other criminal bodies are afraid of Lagbaja. I know the new chief of army staff very well. General Tauri Lagbaja was my last GOC as governor of Kaduna State. He always leads from the front anywhere he is. And you are telling us to be afraid of him. He was your last GOC. General of Officer Commanding. And yet, you couldn't save the people of Southern Kaduna simply because they are Christians. And now you are telling us that somebody who could not handle the killings in Southern Kaduna, a small Kaduna, now will handle the killings in the whole wide world, in the whole wide of Nigeria. The way what are they praise these people? It seems like there's nothing you are not telling us. Most especially you, Nasir Rufai. There's nothing you are not, something you are not telling us. So that means he knows exactly what happened with the killings in the Southern Kaduna. That is orchestrated by you and your cohorts, the Fulanis, and other, etc. It's all right. Let me continue. He personally led troops to confront bandits in Kaduna State. He did the same in the northeast and southeast. The operatives of Boko Haram, IPOB, ESN, and the bandits know him well and fear him. He is the best choice of Chief of Army Staff. Rufai tweeted, try to do what? Try to sanctify the choice of his paymaster, or his friend, or his partner in crime. That's exactly what he is trying to do. INEC making desperate efforts to arrest and detain Reg, frustrating my petition against Fintiri. This one is coming from that self-declaration, or self-declared governor of Adamawa State, where his name be Binani. The governorship candidate of All Poverty Congress, APC, in the last gubernatorial election in Adamawa State, Senator Aishat Dahiru Binani, has accused the Independent National Electoral Commission of making desperate efforts to arrest and detain the suspended Resident Electoral Commission Hudu Yanusa Are as a ploy to prevent him from testifying for her at the ongoing Adamawa State governorship election petition tribunal. She stated that the electoral umpire is working to frustrate her petition against the declaration of Adamu Pintiri of the People's Democratic Party PDP as the winner of the poll, stressing that INEC is showing bias and disregard for the order of the court. Speaking to journalists on Saturday, on behalf of Binani, the APC returning officer at the March 18 gubernatorial election and the rerun of April 15, Mustafa Omar Madawaki accused INEC of working with the state government to thwart the diligent prosecution of the petition. He claimed that the INEC wanted the suspended rec apprehended and kept out of circulation to make him unavailable as witness for the governorship candidate. Madawaki called on well-meaning Nigerians to call INEC to order to allow the APC candidate to reclaim her mandate obtained from the pool. He said, to my mind, that is a major reason INEC is working overtime trying to prevent the former Adamawa State Resident Electoral Commission, Barrister Hudu Yenusa Are, from testifying before the Adamawa State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. They are afraid of the revelations he would make. Their desperation is so brazen that Justice A.O. Manji was forced to openly question the INEC lawyer on why they are in a hurry to get Hudu Yunusa Are arrested when there is a clear-cut order against that. To my mind also, that is the same reason that the false headquarters under the former Inspector General of Police, IGP, shot itself in the foot when it doctored the earlier investigative report into the Adamawa election that found no indictable offense against Barrister Hudu Yunusa Are to another one they could use to quickly arrest and incarcerate him. We have both the original investigative report and the doctored one at our disposal. We are aware that these are serious charges and have therefore refrained from elaborating further on some of the matters because they are before the Adamawa State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. Madawaki claimed that Senator Binani is a victim of gender discrimination in her governorship ambition. He said that embassies and diplomatic missions would be carried along in the battle to regain the alleged stolen mandate of the governorship candidate. Now it's time to hand over to youths in Imo's governorship aspirant. In Imo, governorship aspirant Odunze laments. The governorship candidate of the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, in Imo State, Mr. Uche Odunze, had promised to engage the youth in meaningful ventures as a means of tackling insecurity in the state. Odunze, who made the promise to the party stakeholders meeting in Owerri, said empowering youth and reducing unemployment would ensure lasting peace and security in the state. It is time for us to hand over the state to the youth so that we can bring lasting peace to our state. If you do not carry the youth along, there will always be problems, he said. Odunze, an entrepreneur, said he was running for the November 11 governorship poll with an executive experience and track record of providing private sector jobs for over 20 good years. According to him, he said, and I quote, "A new Imo is possible. The people are yearning and are ready to take back their state through the NNPP. Nobody will stop us," according to him. "We might not have the financial capacity like other parties, but what we know is that we have the voice of the people, and it is high time the people took back their state. This will be a consensus campaign, so I urge all leaders in the state across party lines to join the NNPP campaign for a better and new Imo." News Agency of Nigeria quoted him as saying, the gubernatorial candidate further promised to improve the lives of the people, especially children, as well as their education and health sectors, road infrastructures, and real estate development. Imo will thrive again because I will be the bridge builder between the youth and all the citizens, he further said. Heavens want to fall if you remove Tinubu as president, Atiku urges tribunal to maintain. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has pleaded with the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal to summon enough courage to do substantial justice to his petition seeking the nullification of Ahmed Bola Tinubu as winner of the February 25th selection. Atiku pointedly said on Sunday that contrary to the threat of Tinubu, heavens will not fall when Tinubu is sacked by the tribunal as Nigeria's president on the account of massive electoral fraud that brought him into office. In his final written address, Atiku dismissed Tinubu's threat as an empty one deployed to scare the tribunal from upholding justice in the petition challenging his election victory, as they ascertained. In the final written address by his lead counsel, Chief Chris Uche San, the former vice president recalled the courageous position of the Supreme Court in the case of Rotimi Amechi, where the apex court held that heavens would not fall when justice is done in the manner prescribed by the law. Justice George Adesola Oguntede, who delivered the Supreme Court judgment in the cited authority, had said, "I must do justice even if the heavens fall. The truth, of course, is that when justice has been done, the heavens stay in one place and in peace." Atiku asked the tribunal to invoke the courage displayed in the past Supreme Court judgment to settle his petition against Tinubu by disregarding the threat of monumental charges issued by Tinubu to shield himself from justice. The former vice president maintained that Tinubu had lost the moral and legal rights to be in office as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, having admitted a punitive forfeiture of $460,000 in narcotics and money laundering related matters. Besides, Atiku accused the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of manipulating the result of the presidential election in the most corrupt manner in favor of Tinubu, and thereafter unlawfully proclaimed him, Tinubu, the winner of the said selection. Citing the alleged brazen subversion of the popular will of the voters by INEC in favor of Tinubu, the former vice president appealed that the proclamation of the electoral body is voided and set aside, and in its place declare him the winner of the election, having convincingly scored the majority of the lawful votes cast in the country, according to Atiku Abubakar of Adamawa. Abia's primary health care award has vindicated Okezie Ikpeazu, PDP. How? How? A 500 naira governor and 1 kilometer of flyover have been vindicated after billions of naira are being stolen from Abia Post. The Abia State chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has said that the state is still reaping the fruits of the administration of former Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. This was according to a statement by Vice Chairman Abia North and Acting Publicity Secretary of the party, Abraham Ama. According to Ama, Abia State was this week declared the winner of the 2022 Gold Badge Award given to deserving states by the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency under its primary healthcare under one roof program, according to Ama. He added that the program is a reform agenda aimed at reversing fragmentations in primary health care delivery at the state level by bringing management resources, financing, and other operational responsibilities under the state primary health care board. The reform was implemented under Ikpeazu's watch as governor of Abia State. The PDP chieftain noted that Abia was the only state that scored 100% among the 36 states of the Federation. According to the party, the latest award has displayed the wrongful characterization of Ikpeazu's administration as evil, saying that the former governor has been vindicated, but not not free from probing abi. Meanwhile, Onyebuchi Ememanka, the former chief press secretary to former governor Ikpeazu, has advised the present administration in the state to stop blaming Ikpeazu for every problem in the state. In a statement he signed, Ememanka urged Governor Alex Ochi's administration to focus on its job of governing the state instead of blaming the past administration, according to Ememanka. Who's the mass neglect of youth to blame for insecurity in Imo State? This one is Odunze. He's back here again with another mind-blowing. The gubernatorial candidate of the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, in the November 11, 2023 election or poll, Mr. Uche Ben Odunze, has blamed the increasing security in the state of Imo on the alleged neglect of youth by Governor Hope Uzodinjo. He made this known through a statement by his media officer, Mr. Joshua Elekwachi, shortly after receiving a mammoth crowd of youths at the Sam Mbakwe Cargo Airport in Imo State. He expressed dismay over the rising insecurity in the state and attributed it to the failure of the governor to address the needs of the youth population. Odunze said that the lack of essential amenities and the lack of employment opportunities for the youth contributed to the rise in crime and unrest. He advocated for a comprehensive approach to tackle those issues, vowed to prioritize youth empowerment. He also urged the government to invest in education and skills development, saying it would provide the youth with proper opportunities to become more productive members of the society. Lone gunmen looking around popular Anambra hotel arrested. Police operatives in Anambra State have arrested a lone armed man looking around a popular hotel in Oka, names withheld. It is speculated that the man may have trailed a guest to the hotel, hoping to strike once the guest is leaving. He is suspected to be a cultist who was monitoring a member of a rival cult with the aim of eliminating him. The spokesperson of the Anambra State Police Command, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, said the man was seen looking around the premises of the hotel suspiciously when operatives who were on surveillance decided to accost him. Ikenga said surveillance operatives observed the man prowling around the premises and decided to conduct a search on him. One English-made pistol and 3 rounds of live ammunition were recovered from him. The suspect gave his name as Akuchie Ane Echezona, a resident of Ifite, Oka. He was quickly disarmed, arrested, and taken into custody. Ikenga said the Commissioner of Police, CP Aderemi Adeoye, has ordered the State Criminal Investigation Department, Oka, to take over the case and investigate the source of the weapon, as well as the gun's intention for going to a hotel armed. He said the suspect will be arraigned in court at the conclusion of investigations. This primate Ayodele, we're gonna remember this in the prophet. We don't turn to politician now. It be like saying him that they use to predict election rigging and election winning and crisis in every party. APC crisis, Al Makura best to become national chairman, primate Ayodele. The leader of the Evangelical Spiritual Church, primate Elijah Ayodele, has claimed that the best person to become the national chairman of All Progressive Congress, APC, is the former governor of Nasarawa State, Senator Tanko Al Makura. This is coming after rumors of President Tinubu endorsing former Kano Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje had rented the internet. However, Primate Ayodele advised the APC to choose Al Makura as the next chairman because he is the one whose chairmanship will not plunge the party into crisis. Primate Ayodele recalled that before the ousted chairman Abdullahi Adamu was elected, he won the party to choose Al Makura, who also contested for the position then, but they don't listen. He claimed that their ignorance of his warning led to the crisis Adamu's reign brought into the party. In a statement by his media aide, Oluwatosin Osho, the prophet said the APC has gotten another chance at redemption, but will still face repercussions if they don't listen to him. He said the best person to become the national chairman of the All Poverty Congress APC is Senator Tanko Al Makura. If Ganduje or any other person gets the position, the party will be rocked with a crisis bigger than what it is facing now. If the party wants to move forward, they should pick him as the next chairman. I told them before choosing Adamu that Al Makura is the best candidate, but they didn't listen, and now they have paid heavily for it. This is another opportunity for redemption. If they like, they should listen, and if they don't, it is their problem. But the message I have for them is that Tanko Almakura is the best person to take over that position. According to our prophetic, what would I call him? Our prophetic our our prophetic politician. Unilag, just because of an increment of from 19,000 to 190,000, 250 naira, you all shouting Nigeria is finished. Reno Omokri lamented on the current increase on tuition fees. Former presidential aide Reno Omokri has weighed in on the controversies surrounding the increment in school fees of the University of Lagos, Unilag. Nigerians recall that the management of Unilag had increased fees for undergraduate students in the institution. This was contained in a statement dated July 20, 2023 by the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, Unilag branch, following a meeting with the top management staff. The students of the institution previously paid 19,000, but the management has fixed new fees at 190 by 250 naira for students studying medicine, while for courses that require laboratory and studio students are to pay 140, 250,000. Reacting to the increment, Omokri opined that despite the changes in fees, Nigeria's education still remains cheap when compared to other countries. You said when compared to other developed countries, Nigeria is not yet developed. They are still learning. He insisted that the country is not as terrible as the citizenry makes it out to be. In all those who were not satisfied with the changes to opt for illiteracy, he wrote via Twitter, "Please fact check me if I'm wrong." Average tuition fees at Nigerian public universities equals to 50,000 naira, that's all $65. Average tuition fees for Ghanaian public universities is 17,145 Ghana cedis or $1,503. Average tuition fees for British public universities is £9,250 or $11,900. Average tuition fees of European public universities is 10,000 euros or $11,128. Average tuition fees at American public universities is $10,400. Yet, you are here saying Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is useless because of an increase of tuition fees from 19,000 naira to 190,250 naira at one university. Ghana has minimum wage of Ghana cedis 446 or $40 per month. Yet Ghanaians pay 25 times what we pay in tuition. Do Ghanaians earn 25 times what Nigerians earn in minimum wage? Is fuel cheaper in Ghana than in Nigeria? I was in Ghana 2 months ago. Believe me when I say that you will fare better economically in Nigeria than in Ghana. Is Nigeria as wealthy as the UK and US and European Union? Nigeria is not such a bad country. If you think the cost of education is too high, then try the cost of illiteracy, according to Reno Omokri of PDP. Here's the last year but not the least. Atiku exposes APC plot to intimidate judiciary and threaten judges with arrest. This one is coming from the office of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Waziri Adamawa. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 selection, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, has alleged that there is a sinister plot to undermine Nigeria's judicial democracy. In a statement to Nigerian News on Saturday by his media advisor Paul Ibe, Atiku called on the Nigerians to be vigilant while putting the international community on alert. He stated that the election that brought the current government into office is the worst in the annals of democratic politics in Nigeria, even though it was promised to be the best ever. after spending over 500 billion naira. Ibe said the outcome of that election and the arbitrariness of the electoral umpire to declare a winner against the requirements of the law has been the reason Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of Nigeria 1999 to 2007 and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party and other parties in the election, have chosen the patriotic path to challenge the outcome of that election. It is a truism that the judiciary is the only reasonable option in the quest for justice. As a matter of fact, our judiciary and the interpretations that they have given to our laws have been a major building block in our democracy journey so far, he added. Atiku's media aide noted that Nigeria's laws are very clear about the prerequisite of separation of powers as a guarantee of an independent judiciary. According to him, the idea behind that concept of an independent judiciary is to insulate that branch of government from unholy fraternity between its hallowed members and the rest of the society, especially the political actors. And the statement added, but as a proceedings on the controversial February 25th election continues at the court, there have been threats from the ruling party that aim to intimidate the judiciary from serving the duty of justice. It is regrettable that the APC and indeed agents of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have ceaselessly chosen to stand in the way of justice by making catastrophic threats to anarchy if justice is not served according to their whims. These are reports in the media about some heinous plots to harass justice sitting on the petition are ominous to peace and the security of our nation. Our democracy gives the people of Nigeria the powers to choose their leaders, and our laws demand that our judicial must be allowed to act independently without harassment and intimidation by the former or by the government or powerful interests. To compromise the workings of our democracy and seeking a compromise, the workings of our judiciary is an open call for anarchy. As a party of the litigation that is currently reviewing the outcome of the last presidential election, we wish to express our interests or intentions to do all that is within the law in resisting any attempt to undermine our fragile democracy. Indeed, we are using this channel to call on the international community to be alerted. Nigeria's democracy should not be undermined by using the judicial to serve the interests of the ruling party. Sadly, this has become the stock in trade of the All Poverty Congress APC to intimidate the judiciary. Recall your mind or your memory back in 2019, the APC-led federal government similarly removed the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Chief Justice Walter Onigbehe, when it was obvious that he would not bend to their will. The Department of State Service similarly stormed the homes of judges in 2016 and 2017, all in bid to beat the judiciary into submission. Paul Ibe stated that the plot of the All Poverty Congress is to intimidate the judiciary, threaten judges, and arrest, so that they will bow to their will. This is a playbook from 2019 when they removed CJN and then replaced him with Tanko Muhammad, who himself was later accused of corruption by his colleagues at the Supreme Court and resigned shamefully. However, the APC government never went after Tanko as they did in Onegbehe's case because it was never about corruption but election. The APC has, over the years, built a reputation of judicial intimidation. They accused about 10 judges of corruption, stormed their homes and got them suspended, and yet could not convict a single one of them. Justice Sylvester Nguta of the Supreme Court could not recover from the embarrassment that he ended up dying in office. What a word, what a shameful act. Now they have initiated a new plot. This time around, they want to intimidate the judges into delivering favorable judgments for them at the election tribunal. We draw the attention of the international community and indeed Nigerians to this fresh plot to seal the mandate of over 200 million people, he said. Atiku, through his aid, urged Nigerians to abide by the golden rule of eternal vigilance being the price of liberty, he said. He also appealed to all security agencies in the country to remain professional in the discharge of their duties and resist being used as an instrument of oppression and intimidation against the judiciary. This one is coming from the office of the Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. So my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, now here we will take back break. Until you hear my voice again, I still remain Okute Daily Talk. Continue sharing this message. Let it go viral because Nasir Rufai, the Fulani Cabal, have declared a total war, have drawn a battle line between him and the IPOB members in Nigeria. And we are waiting and looking forward to it. Have a nice day, my wonderful people. May the good Lord bless us all in this new week. It shall be well with us. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.